Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. Back out here in the shop working on Trent's truck. Hopefully we can get something done today. I'm going to be working on welding up the firewall that we cut out on the passenger side. We still have a lot to do in the back. Don't mind the wiring mess. We just have all the wires ran and just kind of throw it up there on the pumpkin, but we still have to plumb in the air tank and the air compressors, which hopefully we can do here soon. We also got Dad's 37 Ford in here up on the wheel chocks. He's got some new seats we're hoping to install before the weather gets nice. So I'll show you guys what we got going on over here as far as what we're going to be welding up. So we cut this out and we've been making templates and welding stuff in, and we're hoping that we don't have to move this wiring harness, but we might. It all just depends on once we get this all welded and where our inner fender is going to land, but we're hoping that we can just move it up out of the way. We are waiting on a relocation kit that we ordered online for the fuse block and for the battery and for the radiator overflow and stuff like that. Hopefully that'll be here in the next couple weeks. Like I said, we're trying to make this thing ready to go for mini nats, but I don't think it's going to happen because we still haven't had no confirmation on the relocation kit. So we're just having to do what we can for now. So I'm going to set you guys up on the tripod, and then I'm going to start welding in some more of this panel. And I think Trent, he's going to start running some electrical stuff and try to start running stuff into the cab. Well, we got the passenger side, I said that earlier, the driver's side all welded up as much as we're going to weld it, and we're going to go ahead and start. Trent's going to start taping it off. I got done grinding it the best we're going to get it. You know, this ain't no show truck. It's a driver. Everything we build are drivers more than they are show, which is fine. But even the show stuff, I mean, you guys have seen Dad's 37. It's a real nice car. We drive it too. So it doesn't really matter. If you're not driving, whatever you're working on, it's not even worth having. But that's just my opinion. Anyways, Trent's got this side all taped up, ready for seam seal. We'll seam seal the outside and the inside. And then we plan on shooting a bed liner over it to help protect it a little bit more. Getting this all taped up, lined up real good. He'll use a knife and make everything nice and straight. We're going to try to get that all seam sealed up here before we call it a day. And then when we come back in a couple days to work on it again, we can start putting some of this stuff in primer and then start putting the interior back together. Luckily, we didn't have to move too much stuff out of the way. I know some people will pull whole dash out, but luckily we didn't have to cut that much or trim that much. I mean, it looks like a little bit, but we didn't really have to take that much out. The 24s just take up a little bit of room, but hopefully we'll get that relocation kit soon. Hopefully we'll have this thing in a couple weeks. We'll get ready to start firing it up and start having the AccuAir learn itself and start the finishing stuff. I think we still have brake lines to do and stuff like that, but that stuff won't take very long. Like I said, I was hoping to get this done by mini nats, but it's probably going to be a couple weeks after, which is fine. Trent's going to go down to the Summer Nights cruise to the Trucking Nationals with us, so that'll be pretty cool. But I'm going to go ahead and let him get that taped up, and then I'll check back in with you guys here in a minute. Well, that looks pretty good. I think we're real happy with how that turned out. Once you spray some bed liner over it, you know, it'll protect it a little more. And that's all we need. We're not looking for show quality here. It looks pretty good. Trent's over here smoothing out this side, and then we'll move on to the inside and get all the inside stuff seam sealed, and then that way come Saturday we can get this stuff primer and painted, and then once we get the inner fenders put in, we can get it welded. But I think that's all we're gonna get done today. While he's finishing that up, I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning stuff up, and we'll see you guys here in a couple days. Good morning, everybody. We are up and at it a little early. Me and KW back there getting ready to go drop the trailer off out at my parents' house, and then we're gonna pick up my buddy Trent, and we're gonna head up to the trailer shop and pick up some trailer fenders today and some other stuff that I need to get while we're there. I'm gonna be replacing one of the trailer fenders on my trailer before we get going to rod run. We're also gonna pick up some lights and a couple other things that I need. So hopefully we can get the inner fenders put in Trent's truck. We can move on to running some electrical. Maybe we can hear that thing fire up in the next couple days. We are definitely getting ready to go to rod run. That's why we're gonna do some work on the trailer. So let's get out to my parents' house and drop this trailer off, and then we'll head up to the trailer shop. We made it back out here to the shop, and we're getting started on Trent's truck. We picked up a new trailer fender. He bought a trailer fender last week, and it wasn't going to be wide enough to cover the tires, so we took it up and traded it. And I was going to buy a trailer fender for my trailer, but they didn't have the one I needed in stock. So no trailer fender for the trailer, but we do got a trailer fender for the truck. So I've already started marking it out where I'm gonna cut out what we need and put it up in here. Trent's been over here getting this bare metal put in an epoxy primer. We'll be bed lining that later. He's already got this side covered. Turned out pretty good. He's also already got the inside already primed up, so we're just going to wait on that to dry. Then we'll be throwing the carpet back in it and all the interior stuff back in, and then the inside will be done. Hopefully today we can get these trailer fenders cut and welded in. That way that'll be just one more thing done. The relocation kit says it'll be here Monday, so hopefully Tuesday when we're back out here we can start putting that in. We are a little less than a month away from mini nats. I don't know. It's going to be close, but I still don't know if we're going to make it or not. But I'm going to go ahead and set you guys up on a tripod, and I'm going to start measuring out this fender and getting ready to cut it. I already got it measured out on this side, so I just went to the inside and measured it, and then I connected them. The line is pretty straight across, so all we got to do is just cut it there, and then we're going to recut inside there because the inside of the fender well is a little jacked up when we originally cut it, so we'll just stick it in there and try to straight line that. That way it fits a little better, and hopefully it'll go in easy. This side here will take a little bit of work too, but we'll get it all in there. Well, we got it 2 tacks on that whole thing in there, but it's looking pretty good. The fitment's not too bad. We are the gap's a little bigger there in the back, but other than that, it turned out really good. So I'll throw a few more tacks in that, and then we'll go ahead and move over to the driver's side and have to do the same thing. Me and Trent's been standing around scratching our head. That's how we're going to do this side. That side over there turned out really good. Real happy with that. Oh, don't mind that cardboard. We're just looking at maybe making a template metal piece to go up there to make that fit just a little bit nicer. I was over here looking at the driver's side and trying to debate whether we're going to move this wiring harness or not, because it is kind of in the danger zone. And I mean, it'll be under the trailer fender. We're worried about when he's driving, if it catches something and throws it up into it and breaks it or cuts it. So I think we're going to worry about that later. We're just going to try to get this inner fender in. The relocation kit will move this somewhere over here near the alternator, and we just got to get the wires to it. It'll bring the battery over there next to the air intake and stuff like that. So if we had that today, we probably could see exactly where all these wires were going, but I guess we're just going to go ahead and get our other inner fender cut and tacked in, and we'll go from there. All right, well, we got this fender somewhat in place. Don't mind that big Grand Canyon of a gap. We are going to address that. We got this side tacked in a little bit more. Seems like every time we come out here, we run into some stuff where it's like 3 steps forward, 10 steps back. So this whole time we've been trying to keep these fenders on. We didn't want to take the front end off. We just wanted to do everything while it was on so we didn't have to take the time to do it. And we've realized today the fenders are going to have to come off. So we're about to start unbolting the hood. We're going to take the hood off. We're going to take the grill off, the headlights out, all that stuff. All that stuff has got to come off. So I guess I'm going to set you guys back up on time lapse again because nobody really wants to watch us take every single bolt out. So we're going to do that. I'm going to put some more tacks on the inner fender, make sure it's where we want it, and then we're going to start going to town and getting this front end taken off. We might have to take a break from doing this and move some stuff around because right now the garage is just completely packed, and we're going to rod run in 2 weeks, and that golf cart all over there in the back is blocked in, and we can't get it out. So sooner or later, we're going to have to put the wheels on this truck and move it out. That way we can get the golf cart out. Yeah, we just got a mess going on right now. So I'll get you guys set back up on the stand, and I'll catch back up with you guys here in a minute. All right, well, we got this front end taken apart, and actually it was not as bad as we were thinking. That's why we left the front end. We thought it was going to be such a pain taking the front end off, and it actually didn't. Time lapse says 21 seconds, and that's probably a record. It definitely will make it a little easier welding in that relocation kit, because you got to go in here behind this shock mount on the frame. It's a bar that comes up and holds everything. So that's probably going to be it for this video. We're going to get this place cleaned up, stop for the day, and then Tuesday we'll be back out here, and I'm going to start welding up these fenders, and I'm going to make templates and make panels to cover all the holes up, weld all that up, and then we can start painting and bed lining the inner fenders, and then we can throw the front end back on. This definitely is going to lock it in that it's not going to make it to mini nats, but it's okay. Rather have it done instead of rushing it and cutting corners and stuff. So appreciate you guys all watching. You know, hopefully we got more videos like this coming up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I guess we'll catch you guys in the next one. See you, everybody.